Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the next part of Empire Divided, where we are going to continue the campaign as the Caledonia, marching our way through Britannia and going on to mainland Europe. Just before I start, I just want to say a big thank you to all my comments that I've been getting. Snowicon, Hopeway, you've been amazing, you two, and the advice you guys have been given has been really appreciated, and the way you do it as well is also very much appreciated as well. You give strong, good advice, and you're not horrible about it as well. And you know, there have been comments which I've had before in the past, and they're not so nice, and you know, it's nice to get to know that there are really decent people out there, and I appreciate all the support you guys are giving. Stoic, and you did say a couple of things, and I did say that I will comment on this on the Thursday's episode, which should be out. I'm recording this on the weekend, well, last weekend, because this should be out on Thursday. So in terms of the comment to your responses, you did say that there's been coastal cities we can't get rid of. So for example, if let's have a look at this, Iska, see there's a coast there, coast there, coast there. In this, because it's not a coastal city, I was able to get rid of that. And you're perfectly right, I can't actually get rid of them. It doesn't seem like I can anyway, so thank you for that, and I do appreciate that. So you also mentioned in terms of putting a focus on a particular settlement. So you said if you focus on a province with at least 3 settlements to be recruiting provinces, you don't have to worry about economical buildings. They can only build for recruiting purposes, which to be honest, I agree with that. I think it's fantastic. I mean, there's a certain way that I could do it. I can use it as a settlement, as a recruiting province, recruiting place, or the entire province itself. I will see if I can change some of these in terms of where you would like me to go from that. Now, in terms of names for the army, which I thought was absolutely fantastic. If I could just get this up in my phone, because I'm just trying to look back at the comments right now. And Hopeway, you wanted a name. You was the first person to suggest a name for our generals unit, and I believe this is generals unit here. And where's the details? The warmongers. You decided you would like to name the Scottish pagans. Brilliant choice of name. I really do like that. So this is for you, Hopeway. Scottish pagans. They're on their way into mainland Europe right now, so that's brilliant. Please, I don't know. Remember, I'm recording this on the weekend, so this was the Hopeway was the first comment in terms of naming an army. Maybe Snowicon, you would like to name an army? It'd be good. I've got one army here for you to name at the moment, so that'd be fantastic if you could think of a name. Anyone else who wants to think of a name, please do so. I will take on board your considerations and your comments. Right, so this episode, what we're going to do, we're going to march onto mainland Europe. I was planning to go straight into war with Gallic Rome. We've got a spy setting up a spy network here, an intelligence network, and we've got our navy just outside this city, ready to be taken. Okay, so let's have a look at our terms of income. We're good with income, so I'm going to intern, and I think we're good to go for this one. Yeah, let's do that. So right now I'm thinking also about another campaign in Rome 2. I've also got to get out, hopefully, as I'm recording this, I have just been putting out Rome 2 videos. I still need to put out a real politics video and the Rome 1. I don't want to just stop the series. However, because of the interest shown in this series, I've carried it on. I am waiting to put out my next series. I'm going to probably put it out on the Wednesday. Like I said, I'm planning to do some episodes on Wednesday as well. And Thursday and onto Sunday will continue to be with Rome 2. I'll be concentrating on Rome 2 quite a bit at the moment, because it seems this is what you guys want. So I'm going to give you what you actually want to see me play. Right, the Druid has come with a +2 cultural influence. It's good. He's already doing his thing there. The Britannic Isles, population surplus, which is great. Now I'm trying to think of how I'm going to get a province to. I just want to see something. Yeah, it's a province. I just want to just get my names right. So this entire is the province. So for example, do we focus on this province just to be an army recruitment and this one to be primarily, how can we say it, primary just income? We could do. We've got expand the city option here. I suppose we can get some more income in the city, but is there anything to upgrade before we do anything else? Because this is the port, we've got some harbours, so I'm actually going to go for 40 wealth, 70 wealth, but this provides quite a bit of food. We're quite good with food, but the food will eventually go down, and we don't think we've got a fisherman's hut, so I'm going to do a fisherman's hut there, which is good. And thanks again for the suggestions that I can only have a port in a port city. Well, I can't get rid of a port in a city near the coast. Okay, I think we're ready. I'm going to land my troops. I'm going to wait to the next turn, make sure they are pretty much ready to march onto the city, and then we're going to go to war. In terms of objectives, let's have a look here. We've got to do civilized ways. I think we're doing that now, have we not? Yep, we are. What else? Maintain 14 naval units, 1,800. I suppose we could build another ship. Can we recruit units? Yes, we can. 1, 2, 3. I suppose we could get another one of these. Just for now, slowly building up our navy. The more slowly we build up our navy in time, the better we'll be. Now, at the moment, I'm planning to. I really want to get out another Empire Divided video. It would be fantastic to do so. Who would you like to see me play? That's the question. I'm thinking of maybe a Middle Eastern faction. Maybe Rome himself. Rome's quite popular. If you want to see me play Rome, I'll be willing to do that. Now, Hopeway, you mentioned this. Ships at the port. Now, last time I chose this. Didn't work out too well for sanitation. I got a sanitation decrease, but I got a bit of an income bonus. I allowed them to stay. I got no benefits whatsoever. Send them away. I think my people might be angry because they want to trade and confiscate the cargo. I haven't tried this one yet. We've tried that. Positive a bit. I think I'm going to go for this. Allow trade. It turned out to be positive last time. Just a bit of sanitation effects, and that's it. Okay, good. We've built another troop in our ships. And your village, Iska, is the heart of the people. Let's have a look here. Right. Let's have a look at our Britannic Isles. I want to upgrade that eventually. See what we can do. We can do a sailor's hut. Pirates Den. Plus 20 million attack skill for all ships. That's quite good. Plus 2 recruitment capacity. Where is this being built? Stanwick. We've got a warrior's lodge. Actually, let's have a look here. So what is this city? This is turning out to be... We've got some wealth here and public order. I suppose this Stanwick can be our recruitment settlement. So let's go for a warrior's lodge here. Plus 5 units morale upon recruitment. Have you got anything here? Salt workshop. Yeah, let's go for the warrior's lodge. We get 50 wealth as well, and plus 1 army recruitment capacity. We can start building troops there. Right. Did we go? Okay, now let's put our troops onto the shore. Let's march them forward. Trespassing. Gallic Rome is not too happy with that, but I don't. They're going to be extremely disappointed that I'm going onto their lands. I'm not going to declare war on them straight away. I don't really want to do that. Their armies are close. They're very hostile towards me now. Yeah, I'm friendly because I've just trespassed on their lands, but their computer does it to me, so I'm going to do it to them. It's gonna put my relationships down with other people, but at the moment I'm trying to get the advantage. I'm going to walk straight up to their castle and then declare war. If you guys think it's not good, well, it's already been done, I'm sorry. I'd probably like to advise though, like they're getting their ships out here. It'd be interesting to see what they do. I wonder how far how close their closest army is. I'm going to go straight for Ilubana. Is that right? Ilubana? If I can pronounce that correctly. So if we march straight for their settlement and we get the coastal city, and that should help in transporting ships and troops across. Right, rank 6 and ships at the ports. Right, the animals have turned out to be highly sought after possessions. They've boosted culminates. Unfortunately, they've also turned out to be infected with a disease. Exotic animals plus 5 scholar, but we get plus 100 wealth from all commerce. Good, so we did get a bit of income there, which is good. We've been infected by a bit of disease. Brings. We've got a bit of disease. How do we get disease? Is that attrition? Scottish pagans. Yeah, your forces have suffered casualty from a lethal disease. Not the time to be getting a disease, people. We're going to mark our troops across, and hopefully we can take the city as quickly as we can. Plus 1 authority. In fact, let's go for, where is it? Oh, yeah. Let's declare war straight away. Their allies. Right, are they going to call in their allies? They have joined them.
So you choose the sword. I trust your people will rightly thank you for bringing them a Roman war.
Okay, Gallic Rome, we're going to war with you. Maybe we can lay siege. I won't lay siege just yet. We're getting 2,000 coins per turn now, which is good. How's Stanwick doing? Iludon has officially been. We can get the bronze forge. We can get the Caledonia spear wall. That might be useful. Scatter shadows and ambushes. They might be useful as well. Let's have a look what we could do here, being this closer to home. We could do the bronze forge here. Now I wanted to, being I've already got this, I'm going to try to maintain. I'm going to be balanced in what I'm going to do in terms of who's doing. Snowy, when you mentioned about the different provinces for different things, and being that I've already done this, I might start, when I start building provinces here, I might actually think, oh, okay, this is going to be my recruitment city, this is going to be my economical city, so for finances, so I'll start doing that here. For this is going to be quite balanced. I don't want to get rid of the buildings fast, so I'm going to go for the bronze forge here. I think that's going to help with the number of troops that we're getting, and we're going to get some good troops as well. So I'm going to do that in our capital, well, in Britannia's once capital, and I think that's it. 3 more turns until our technology is done. Right, we have an unassigned skill. I think, is that a spy? Is it a druid? Right, the druid. So mislead command, +6 campaign movement, culture +3 culture conversion, +3 chance of successful manipulation. Let's go for 10% chance of critical success in all actions. I think that'd be useful. Okay, let's end turn. Remember, I don't think we're getting reinforcements to our armies. It'd be good to see what happens next. Are they going to bring up an army? Gallic Rome is sending their ships away. I don't know where they're going. Britannia did a silly thing before. They just waited with their ships outside our city, didn't even attempt to attack, or didn't even retreat into a more strategic position. That meant that, of course, I think it meant they went down without a fight. I think we still would have won. The use of mercenaries. Maintaining your strength this far from home may prove difficult. You should consider things mercenaries to bolster your forces. mercenary contracts. We get a plus 45% factional mercenary replenishment. There's always a chance that additional soldiers may be needed in the future, but your own troops are more cost effective. So why wouldn't we do that? Improve contact with mercenary groups is helping to increase availability. Yeah, it might be useful for a bit later. Okay, let's go straight and take the city. Alright, we're going to auto-resolve this. And we're going to do a balanced stance, take their port, and hopefully that will provide us with... let's occupy this, and hopefully that provides us with a good base in which we can support our troops. Good, our power has increased. We're Imperium, we can get 6 armies, 3 fleets, spies we can go up to 2, dignitaries 2, and champions 2. I'm actually going to see if I can recruit a champion. We haven't had a champion, we've got all the other agents except the champion, so the champion might be useful. Let's go for who we've got in terms of foreign. Zeal. All their cunning and authority is decent. An agent's resolve and capacity for hostility, security against zeal based agent actions. Let's go for her. Let's recruit this agent. Okay, and let's have a look at this city. Okay, now this is where I want to. Just ignore that. This is where I want to start focusing on a city here where we can focus on recruitment. So what I'm going to do, we have to keep this. So I'm going to keep this, and I'm going for a harbour. Actually, I suppose we can keep this, and we can recruit Celtic horse skirmishers and Celtic horsemen. And here, oh, we have to keep the farmstead. Provide a next recruitment of Celtic sword band. Yes, we can do that. So we'll do that, and I think we'll stay with that. I'm just wondering if... Okay, let me just keep that as it is for now, and hopefully our troops would replenish. Let's see if we can... We've got enough income to build another navy ship. I'm actually... yeah, let's build another troop here. Okay, now what I'm planning to do, if we can attack from this side as well, that might be good. Can we get into the water and start a 2-base attack? Hopefully, maybe it'd be a good idea to build another force in our capital. Well, actually, I'll build one in Stanwick because they've got some good troops up there. So I'm going to raise another force, and that means, guys, that I would like some ideas in terms of names for the army. Alright, what do we get from this? Statesman, Seahorse Clan, Seahorse Clan, Candidate, Influence -10 Tribal Chiefs, Caledonia, Seahorse Clan. What do you recommend, guys, in terms of who should we raise a force with? Now, I mean, I'm just tempted to go with the Caledonia, being that is their own statesman. He is... Where is he? Characters. This must be him, right? Stelios. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's him. We can raise our statesman as a general. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to raise him as an army. Okay, let's do that. And let's go Heroic Rider Bodyguard. Oh, the Armored Chariot looks good, don't they? 49, 46. It would be nice to get some chariots, wouldn't it? In fact, I'm going to wait until next turn and then get some chariots. The character unassigned skill.
You looking at me?
Our champion has an unassigned skill, so let's put something here. Public 2+2 public order per turn, local province +10. That might be useful for now because she's in that province, so we need to maintain public order. She's already got a bonus in zeal, so I think I'm going to start encouraging that, and she gets a +6 campaign movement, so it'll really help her against zeal-based actions. SN turn. Okay, I wonder where the Gallic army is. They might be too occupied in their own wars. It's so nice. I have to have a drink with me when I'm recording, by the way. So please forgive me if you hear me slurping on a drink. I hope you didn't hear that, but my throat gets dry. So it's understandable, I'd imagine. Feast, 15% wealth from agriculture and +4 public order per turn. Good. Ships built. We've built some more Celtic sword band and attrition. The Scottish pagans, they're still suffering from the disease. That's a bit of a shame. It's not the right time to get a bit of a disease here. This means that we are going to be... this disease is cutting right through our camp right now. Scottish pagans, and our king is moving across. And let's see, in terms of, we're going to take the Nemicium, and they have 2 settlements here which we can take. Who are we at war with? Are we at war with the Latin rebels as well? Okay. Oh, Hispania. Okay, so basically Spain. Right. Francia is still... I wonder if they're still unhappy with me. They don't want to trade whatsoever. We're steadfast. Good. Okay, let's focus on building that new general. Let's raise the force. I'm a bit confused. I mean, what do we benefit from choosing a general from another clan? I just need to. I do need to look that up. If you do know, I mean, surely we can go for a statesman. At least he's one of our own in the same clan. 500 tribal chiefs. I suppose it might help with... Alright, let's go for the statesman. Next army we can go for another clan. So let's go for the statesman and raise the army, but I'm going to go for the chariot. I would like some armoured chariots in the army. And we can start to build some troops now. I think we're still waiting for the barracks to be done. Okay, yeah, we've got to do this. Let's have a look which route to take. Plus 20% melee infantry. Okay, we got a couple of options here. Plus 1 experience for new spies, plus 10 land unit charge bonus upon recruitment, plus 1 recruitment capacity. Again, recruitment capacity by plus 1, 10% melee infantry melee attack upon recruitment. We get a plus 1 experience for new champions, plus 10 unit morale recruitment, plus wealth for mining, 100 wealth for manufacturing. I think I want to go for this one due to the added wealth bonus. Oh, this one's got wealth as well from culture. Plus 30% land unit charge bonus, plus 3 experience for new spies. That's 400 wealth, 300 wealth. So that one gives more wealth. It does perform -8 public order here. This gives us plus 6 public order per turn, but the charge bonus seems to be quite vital. Plus 20 melee defense experience for infantry, plus 20 melee infantry melee attack upon recruitment. However, this one does look good as well. and we get 200 wealth, so we get a bit of money from that. Let's go for the meeting ground for the 20% melee infantry attack and defense. This one's only charge bonus, and this one is only 20% morale. At least we get 2 benefits here. Let's do Hall of Champions. Yeah, let's go through the meeting ground route. So we go for that. Okay, we've got our army raised now, and we can do some recruiting. How much we got to spend? 1,200. So actually, we haven't got any cavalry in here, have we? I think our cavalry's in this province here, so we can recruit our army here. Let's recruit some painted warriors. 2 painted warriors. Actually, we do 3, and then we do about 4 Celtic swordsmen, 4 spears. We do some Highland archers, a ballista or 2, and then the rest cavalry. I think I'll stick with that for now. Are we still affected by this disease? It seems like we are. We're about to march on to their next province. So let's end the turn. And we need to move our champion. I forgot to move her. At least we made our way onto mainland Europe with Britannia as our... we're in a good defensive position with Britannia. We are safe on the island. So I'm pretty happy with that. I hope this disease stops whenever our army. It's actually cutting into our army. It's not the best times actually for them to be infected by a disease. Research complete. Civilized ways. Good. Are we still being suffered from a lethal disease? Attrition. Yeah, we are. Gosh, absolutely terrible. Alright, so that means we've actually done this civilized raise. We're going to get 2,000 when we complete with this. We need to maintain 40 naval units and completely control 4 provinces. So as we are recruiting, let's recruit another fleet. Actually, I'm tempted to just dock our ships just for now. It's going to help us with defense as well. Good, we've got some painted warriors, and farmstead is done. Let's take our king and march on the city. Okay, now they've got spear warriors. They've got level 1 armor and level 1 weapons. Okay, let's auto resolve this. There has been no resistance so far. I'm not complaining, but I want to save my battles for something that's a bit more challenging. Just feels a waste of time doing it otherwise. So let's occupy the settlement. Good. The horns of Camillus. So let's... It's the army itself that has gone up. We can't do that yet. We've got a balanced army, so I'm not focusing on anything in particular. We could focus on construction of medium engines, +4 armor for all siege units. Might be +5 morale for all units during ambush battles. Set of fireboards. -5 banditry in local provinces. +6 morale for all units during against raiding armies. +2 public order. We haven't got no chariots in this, so that's not going to be useful. For now anyway. +4 morale for all units during battles in foreign territory. +4 charge, +2 morale for all units. I suppose we could go for unrelenting force. When a man no longer fears death, there is no stopping him. I like that. Just before we do anything, let's have a look at our symbol emblem. Let's see if we can change that to something. I do apologise for the clicking. Actually, we'll keep it as it is. I like that. Okay, let's have a look at where we're at next. Let's see if there's anything we need to complete. 15 missile attacks. We can start +10 morale for all crews, for all ships, and then we can do this +15 missile attack range for all archers. Let's do that. It's going to take 9 turns to complete that. Now, what we're going to focus on in this settlement, these provinces, this one's going to be mostly for recruiting. I suppose we can do this for recruitment. I suppose it's a bit out of the way. I imagine the main bulk of the forces would probably come from this direction. Only reason I say that is it seems like they're at war with everyone here. So there is a reason for doing recruitment here, because at least these settlements are safe, and if they're taken over, if they're, well, look, I'm thinking of this. So Gallic Rome are at war with quite a few factions, especially Rome. Rome seems to be over here somewhere, and basically, unless that's Rome there, they seem to be at Rome, and they're at Rome. They're at war with the Roman pretenders as well, and Francia and Numidia. Now that means that most of their fighting should be over in this direction, and of course Numidia, which would be down here, I would have thought. So in terms of allies, I don't think they've put much armies here. So if we have a recruitment settlement here, then at least we can still recruit armies if we need it, and this could be financial or farms instead, because most of our finances are coming from Britannia and the Britannic Isles itself. So there's a reason for my madness. So we're going to focus here on public order, and I suppose we can focus on how much you've got to spend. 2,000. Let's carry on here for now. Where's our next settlement? It's this one here. I'm thinking of taking that with our army next, if they stop, if the disease stops, that is. We get provides a grazing, so we can increase our grazing size here, so I think we'll go for that. Public order is really good here in both provinces. Our general's army is the Burning Men are improving, so let's build some Celtic sword band. 33, 38. They've got the same weapon defense. They've got better charge bonus, better melee defense. Yeah, I mean they're better troops. They're just more expensive. So as we can go for some Celtic swordsmen. And while we're waiting, I'll do the Celtic spears as well. And I'm pretty sure we've recruited a. We're on the verge of doing this, so we can take our army down and recruit some units from this province here. So we can get some chosen sword band, Caledonia spear wall, and some shadows. Right, our spy. Let's move him onwards. Let's see what's going on down here. We've got to find out where their armies are. I think that's the main thing that I've got to be doing. -2 in terms of public order, so they're quite unhappy here, but quite happy here. Okay guys, I think I'm going to stop the video there. We've actually made a dent in mainland Europe now, so we've got the entire we've kind of got the whole English Channel safe, I would imagine, especially when we have our navy on the build as well. So I'm pretty happy with that. In terms of strength in mainland Europe, we've got 2 of our armies on mainland Europe, so we're trying to build a defence here in Britannia just in case we're going to need it for later, and we can start making our way through. The Scottish pagans are going to make their way through eastern Gallic Rome, and the King's army is going to march its way through here, and hopefully we can meet up in the middle. I hope it goes as easy as I said it did, but we'll see anyway. Alright guys, I want to thank you so much for watching once again, and thank you so much for the support. If you enjoy my content, please like and comment, and I'm always willing to open to suggestions. And if you enjoy my content overall, please can you subscribe? It means a lot for me and it supports my channel. Thank you so much for everything, all the support, and I will speak to you on the next video. Bye for now.